I don't care if they pass the law. It doesn't get rid of the original Bill of Rights and Constitution. And we've had the constitutional scholars on. They concur. It's not my opinion. No one disagrees with that. Across the board. Unless it's the Justice Department. But then Hillary comes out with this video and puts it on her PACT website. What's the name of it? I forget. Stand with Hillary. And it's a guy going, I love Hillary, oh boy, she loves families and girls and women and little children, and oh, she loves America. This is how cynical they are. I'm going to go to your phone calls. In the next segment, I'm going to get into some positive news that I haven't hit yet, just to show how we are on the march. The empire of fraud is on the run. But let's go to Victor in California. Thanks for holding, Victor. You're on the air worldwide. I know you're calling in about Obama and the fact that he thinks he's above the law. But first off, what do you think of that Hillary Clinton music video?
I honestly completely agree. I think it's pretty insane how they can sort of become albinos and sort of switch it up in every different state. It sort of gives you an idea, of how they just live in a completely different reality compared to, the typical person that's, working a 9 to 5.
That's right, and they only want to keep the image out there that we're not awake. We're already awake. The awakening's already happened. Now it's accelerating. It's deepening. They just want to keep the illusion going that A, there's a political difference between the Republican and Democratic leadership, and B, that everyone's going along with them. But people aren't going along with them. What do you think is going to happen to Boehner and McConnell when they try to block repealing Obamacare when the thing is unpopular with Democrats? Open borders with Hispanics who aren't even citizens is 60+% against it. Citizens is over 75%. So, see, that's another fraud, that Hispanics want open borders. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. I'm actually in the heart of everything that's going on. I guess you can say democratically. I'm right in Los Angeles, and I can see everything that's being affected by the leadership and all the decisions that are going on behind closed doors. But about the whole illegals, or I guess you can say migrants. I went to the store today and I actually saw a magazine, and, it immediately caught my attention because, one, it was in Spanish, and two, you had a big picture of Obama literally on the front cover. It's called elviso.com, and in the front you can see, a whole bunch of, migrants in the front with their flags, and you see a big banner that says full rights for immigrants, and, basically how great it is.
Now imagine that. You come to the country and you get full citizenship basically by fiat, and this is the checkmate plan. Bring in the whole world, make the Democratic Party the savior, and the Republicans are going along with it. That's what's so incredible. Thank you so much, Victor, for calling. Tom, we're going to go to Tom in Texas. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey there, Alex. Pleasure to talk to you.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you. I've had an issue I've worked on for some time. I'm an attorney, and it's bothered me for quite a while, and that is, and I've tried to boil it down to the most fundamental ideas, and that is, with regard to the federal income tax, there really is no jurisdiction to tax us on an individual basis.
No, I've had all the top lawyers on. I've had members of Congress on. I've had the scholars that checked it. The income tax was never ratified. It's unconstitutional. It's in the Communist Manifesto. We didn't get it till 1913, same year as the Federal Reserve. It was illegally passed, never passed the states, illegally passed federally by 3 senators in a non-quorum vote, and it wasn't even implemented till the 50s. And we built the country without it, and it only goes to interest on the debt, and it's how they control the economy by selectively putting it on U.S. companies, but not on foreign companies. That's how it's a tariff. The income tax, above all, is an internal tariff to discriminate against American development. That's it. Go ahead.
There's actually just another layer to it, and the way it is stuck is that Americans are dragged into court to serve as jurors in tax cases in district courts on various juries, and they believe, hey, these guys are tax evaders, we got to get them. But the bottom line is the federal government cannot tax the exercise of a fundamental right. Our right to work is a fundamental right secured by our government.
Absolutely. For those that don't know, it's in jurisprudence up till the 50s and through that you can't tax labor. You can only tax people using major roads that are publicly paid for, things like that. A sales tax is constitutional. An income tax is not. And you're absolutely right, sir. The income tax is the creation of the very big European banks that put the communists in power in Russia. And that's why they have an income tax in China. They have one in Russia. It is in the 10 planks of the Communist Manifesto. It is completely un-American and anathema.
I couldn't agree more. And a little bit further is that, the jurors, it's Americans ourselves that are holding our neighbors guilty, holding them liable for a statute which doesn't impose liability. And it's maddening.
Yeah, folks. How do you think all the major corporations pay basically zero federal tax? Because they wrote the loopholes, and it's straitjacket, a ball and chain to weigh down all their competition, so they can selectively operate overseas and domestically. Give a few facts about the fraud of the so-called income tax.
And this is not a staunch anti-government position. The Constitution provides that the federal government can tax each and every one of us directly, but that would require apportionment. And my gosh, you talk about a different animal trying to sell that politically.
That's right. They got to hide the income tax by employers over the employed, and they do not want it. Like Congress exempts itself from Obamacare. Have you ever noticed the last time I saw 60+% of Congress doesn't even pay the income tax? And the law applies to them. They just don't do it. Who was that famous rich lady in court who said, taxes? Only poor people pay taxes? Because it's true. You can go out and hire these fancy accounting firms and play all these games, and you basically don't pay income tax. I refuse to do it. I pay the mafia taxes, they'll break my legs. I pay the full sickening amount, so if they ever try to set me up, I'm lily clean. Appreciate your call. It is very frustrating, folks. Thank you, Tom. Just look into it, people. It's just Raptor Man. Raptor Man was not a very nice guy in Full Metal Jacket. Go ahead, Raptor Man.
Hey, how you doing, Alex?
Good.
I've been an information hound for a long time, and in the last couple of years, you can see the pace quickening with the crises and the disinformation.
Oh, yeah.
You can have to ask yourself why, And you can see, like, before 9/11, they passed the Patriot Act, or they wrote it before it even came in, before 9/11 even happened. And you can see them, getting ready to pass the Transatlantic Trade Partnership, the Trans-Pacific Partnership. They already got the EU wrapped up. It's everything you've talked about in an end game, but they're getting the skeleton ready. And the Ebola, the race war, border collapse is a distraction.
It's all a distraction, as you just said, from the Trans-Pacific Partnership that literally ends the freedom as we know it, takes away all of our rights, signs them over to a foreign group. It's a distraction from the derivatives coming due. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, it's the trilateral plan, exactly. And,
Well, I'm gonna hold you over, Raptor Man, because Trilateral Commission, Brzezinski Brzezinski, Jimmy Carter, David Rockefeller, founded 1973, 1974, before he was even president. We're going to get into that coming up. And yes, you read the Trilateral Plan that's public, they're following it. Again, how do I know all this? Because it's public. That's what's so frustrating. I'm warning you. Infowars.com. The experts are clear. Sunlight, purified water, healthy non-GMO food, and having a good attitude is essential to a healthy immune system. But I go further with Super Nascent Iodine X2 from InfoWarsLife.com. 50% stronger than our original and revolutionary Nascent Iodine formula, coming from a deep earth crystal source that no other supplier has. Most other forms of iodine come from seaweed in areas plagued by Fukushima and other contaminants. Not our iodine. It comes from over 200 million-year-old crystal salt deposits and is tested and proven to be completely pure. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today. See the informational videos. Read the information they're compiled. And for a limited time, when you use promo code NOW at checkout, you get an additional 5% off the entire family of InfoWarsLife.com products. Secure your Survival Shield X2 today at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139.
Do you have relatives and friends that are convinced there is no need ever to prepare for any kind of emergency? Are these also folks you buy Christmas presents for? At 30dayfoodsupply.com, we can solve both of these problems at the same time. Go to 30dayfoodsupply.com or call 541-229-0010. We can ship your Christmas presents directly to them. Choose from our original $99 30-day food supply, our long-term storage vegan burger mixes, and other oatmeal, soups, porridges, beans, and granolas for everyday use. All products are non-GMO, MSG-free, and vegetarian. Most are gluten, soy, and nut-free. Call 541-229-0010 today. Oregon Trail Foods and 30dayfoodsupply.com keep prices low, cutting out the middleman by buying directly from their producers in Oregon. Remember, only $10 ships your entire order to the lower 48. Visit the website 30dayfoodsupply.com. Call 541-229-0010. 30dayfoodsupply.com. 541-229-0010.
The human body is extraordinary. Despite all the stresses we inflict upon it, it still works hard to stay in balance. Thousands upon thousands of people rely upon Heart and Body Extract to help their body stay balanced. This excellent 100% natural herbal formula helps maintain healthy blood pressure levels, cleans arteries, promotes good circulation, balances cholesterol, and more. HB Extract, paired with healthy lifestyle choices like good nutrition and exercise, can give you a life free of pain, sickness, and fear. Recapture your youthful vitality and experience your body healing itself with the aid of HB Extract. It's extremely effective and it starts working in just days. Visit hbextract.com to learn more and to read scores of testimonials from satisfied customers. And we've never increased our price in over 10 years. That makes Heart and Body Extract